And it continues with Nova Roma, with the Anno Challenger from Hodetans. That's one. Or should we say it's an alternative you can try out because of Anno 117. Are you temporarily tired of it? It also takes place in Roman times. The graphics are very pretty, but in a completely different style, much less elaborate. There's this god mechanic which Anno 117 doesn't have, and you have to like that. And otherwise, definitely, there are similarities in many things. No first-person perspective, but I think this world wouldn't look as pretty from a first-person perspective anyway. So, the non-let's keep it running scores points. We have space for 75 people. 57 immigrants are there. We could swap out 2 smaller houses here for 2 fancier ones. For example, these 2 here. Then we'll build a fancy new house here. And at the temple, you check in again. Call upon the gods. We've reached a goal, 45 citizens, and we accomplished a divine task and gained 4 more favor. Jupiter rewards us. Next goal, a sacrifice. We'll do that. We offer him 16 coins and get another 4 favor. We need to build a forum with at least 4 spaces. We'll do that. If not, build another temple up front so that satisfaction increases. Another Jupiter temple. Even if the other gods get really mad, we just don't care right now. Should we build another Jupiter temple here? Workforce O plus or minus 0. That's uncool because we have so many construction workers. The new house is being built here. Clay parts are needed. By the way, how is the quarry doing? Very good. They're quarrying stone. Negative satisfaction. Does the lumberjack also have negative satisfaction in that area? No, the commute time to work is relatively short, and the commute time here is also fairly short. People also use the roads sometimes, and you can really see that the speed on the roads is noticeably different compared to when people are just walking. Later, I think there may also be a chance to manufacture trucks. Transport wagons so that goods can be transported faster than by people. People are really quick on the streets. Shorty71, shout out to Shorty for the sub. Thanks to Shorty. Very friendly. Potters was something there. Here we can call upon a god. We'll do Jupiter again, even if not everyone thinks it's cool. "11 people have nothing to do. You should destroy the dissatisfaction here. Significantly increase satisfaction in these houses." Yes, I know people want clay vessels. 48%, a total of 46%. And we're building the forum. We wanted to build the forum. The forum was under infrastructure. No. Under housing. No. Under entertainment. Yes. Oh, I still wanted to build the theater. Guys, we're completely missing a stone. Theater or forum. Forum costs 35 gold, we have 64. It costs all our stones, almost all. 75, we have 81. Chat is yelling, build the forum, baby, the forum, please. And that's available in 1 by 1, 1 by 1. That's a bit fancier. No, that costs exactly 3 gold. That costs 4 gold. Functionality is the same. That costs marble, which we don't have. That's a simple form. It's enough. Ah, that also has an area with a positive effect. Very nice, where people like to live. Then let's do that. Over here. Then there. That would be optimal. Isn't that pretty? Take a look at this. I expected something more to be built, but it's just the form itself. Invicta, I hope you like it too. Greetings to you, and thanks for the 4th subscription. People are sliding even in winter. All good. You have to give people some credit. It's amazing how they can move so fast using only their arms. After all, we don't have legs. Yeah. All our people, all the Romans who have been relocated here, whom we brought with us, have no legs. A legless people here reminds me a little of Battle Brothers, the game. Call on the gods, build a forum, get some more favor, class 90 citizens even more favor. We could also get it with satisfaction, but to be honest, that's what I'm aiming for right now. There's the pottery workshop, should we go there guys? Cooling house, clay pit. And pottery workshop. But for that, we need a total of 13 workers. And the charcoal, people prefer heating with it over wood. Let's build a charcoal kiln. A large amount of charcoal production, charcoal kiln, start with the small one. And build it here next to the Forester's Lodge. The charcoal kiln, wow, the negative impact here. This spot won't work. No, we could put it up here. Like this? That worked. That's where the charcoal kiln goes. Is the warehouse nearby? Oh, one of our gods is complaining. We could appease him with a sacrifice, but I don't want to waste money. Everything has worked out without it. It's burning, but we have wells everywhere. It will definitely be put out. He set us on fire. So guys, he gets mad twice in a row. He keeps getting angrier. He just doesn't stop being mad. Guys, we have to give him money, otherwise he won't stop. We have 74 gold. All the money in the world is going away now. He won't leave. We have to give him our money. What a jerk. Really stupid gods. Yeah, now he's finally leaving. But all our nice taxes are gone because of it. We're building the road here. Good comment in the chat. Jupiter could step in and set him straight. And Ben says, that's the god of protection money. Hi Max Crane, hello Marion. This is the fancy forum. We have beds for 77 people, 67, 8 people, only 4 want to stay out of 8. Although satisfaction has now increased. -10. Our citizens fear the gods will become jealous. We need to dedicate a temple to a new god quickly. Let's take that. This up front is an industry with fire, a cooling plant. Let's go with Vulcan. We're building a small industry for Vulcan up there. But yeah. Now it's burning again. But the well is right next to it. There's a fire break, I think, up here. We're missing one fire department. We can build it soon, but there's a well right next to it. That's already stressful. Maybe we can just unlock the fire department after all. We have 8 people who have nothing to do. We need to consecrate the temple. We'll dedicate it to Vulcan. In the sacred fire, we are blacksmiths. Industrial production will improve. That's the person who was just upset. We bring him 32 wood as an offering and get 3 more favor for that. Another charcoal kiln, there's something else there. People like to heat with charcoal. We have lost a lot of wood. A second charcoal kiln isn't a bad idea. So our people can heat their homes. By the way, that's one of the advantages of this system with the gods. It kind of acts like a tutorial and helps you when you're thinking about what to build next. If you use it as a guide for how to keep the gods satisfied, you won't fundamentally do anything wrong. But first we need to build more houses. I would build a house right here. A small insula? Or do we want to build the temple here? Theatre cannot be built. Then let's start small, with the little insula up here in front. It's a fine idea. A street in front of it. Only 2 citizens wanted to stay out of 8 who came. Satisfaction was at 48. That was actually very good. There are much worse things here. Strange that so few people stay then. The sun is coming in. We urgently need the sound alarm, we know that. For that, we unlock the clay pit in the tech tree and then the pottery workshop. 13 points remain. That's the charcoal, right? Does it run out quickly? Before we do anything else, we need a second one. We need more wood, a lot more wood, and a second batch of charcoal in there. Another forester's lodge. Are they actually allowed to overlap? No. We can actually place it back here like this. This way doesn't work, but this way does. One right here. We'll draw a road down. A deity is already making itself known again. This time it's the god of war, Ares. Feel my wrath. We have to appease him with gold, otherwise he'll stay there. We only have 41 gold left. We can't appease him that quickly. He'll stay for a while. We don't have much wood. Here, build a little. A tax collector is busily collecting taxes. You can raise the tax rate, but that won't exactly bring more people to us either. We now have beds for 101 people. Illydia is moving in with us. Thanks to Illydia, 60-second subscription. If you want, you're welcome to take a seat up here, in one of our finest houses, located right by the forum. Do you want to live here? The house is completely empty. You can grab 11 like-minded people and move in here, dear Illydia, if you want, with a direct view of the forum. Best downtown location, it even has a basement. You can park a horse-drawn carriage, you can even park in the underground garage. Illydia wants it. Wonderful, it's yours, Illydia. You drink more than cola. Another one of those wooden code things. Is that a copy tool? Yeah, look here, this is a copy tool. Cool, just put it here. Bring the wood up here. Did the deity disappear on its own, guys? The god is gone, without us paying him any money. Why did I just pay that other guy? Look, he disappeared without us paying protection money. I'm shocked. I just threw the money out the window. I just paid it to Vulcan. What a shame. Unbelievable. 6 out of 9 want to stay. That's a good rate. Then we can work. Hello FlexiGamer, unfortunately not, but there is a recording. Whenever I stream on Twitch, there is a recording on YouTube afterwards, but I don't stream live on YouTube. Sure, I'll do it, I've done it occasionally, but very few people show up. And that's why, because it's complicated for me to handle, I focus on Twitch, then I only have one chat. That just makes everything a lot easier. Call the gods, too cool as another 4, favor class. You're supposed to offer 28 units of charcoal as a sacrifice. With 90 citizens, you get favor from Jupiter and from Ceres. We could already offer 35 units of grain as a sacrifice now. No, we don't have that. So, 15 people have nothing to do. I would say we can start with the first clay pit. There it is. And people don't live like that. Let's put it up here. That only works where it's green, okay? The ring is here. The radius around it is like a negative radius. No, that's not a negative radius. People don't care if they live next to the clay pit. That's the area being cultivated. That means we could operate here, except that here we have a negative radius. I think that's actually dissatisfaction. That means we can do it like this, we could do it like this. A street, sir? Choose a governor. Let's click on it. Ventor Pacios Floros. That's Zinitus. Zinitus Gracchus and Decimus Curatius Zininatus are available for us to choose from. Both of them have major disadvantages. With one, the buildings decay faster. With the other, the people are more dissatisfied. Of course, who would be happy to have Zinitus? I would say let's take this one. Ventor Pacios Floros is shrewd. Traders sell us things cheaper and immigrant ships arrive more often. Let's do it, right? We'll take him, we'll appoint him as governor. Appointed for 3 years. Nice. Thanks to Pleb Simracer for the tip. Now the clay pit is being built up front. We could also already... the pottery workshop. Put it here next to it. The paths are very short there, but I'm a little scared. That was at the clay pit. You can put 2 clay pits next to each other. That was too much at the clay pit. Taking up space, that would be possible. We could put 2 next to each other. That's exciting. Would I put the pottery workshop here? At least the first one, upright. That's also a temple, which gives a boost to these 3 buildings up front here. Max Crane is very enthusiastic about the self-swinging pickaxes and asks, is there something like that as a vacuum cleaner? Then I'd buy 2 right away. Nice music, 0 burgers. Whoa, we can't fill every job. There's a fire up here, and there's no well nearby. The well is up front. That could be a problem. However, no one lives in here. 2 people live in here. They have access to a well. Yeah. It worked. Is there access to a well here? We'll leave the house out for now. You wait and see. Does the well reach all the way up here? No. Then we just have to put a well here. So we'll put a small well up front here. Five houses are said to be damaged, according to the chat. Oh, you can see it on the roof, right? There are cracks running all over. And how do you get rid of that? How do I fix them? Well, masons can repair this building. We need to, we have to. Let's see if we can unlock masons, guys. Here. The Mason Workshop uses building materials to repair damaged buildings nearby. Assign a mason, please. That's not possible since we need 35 stones. I'll see if we can collect some stones. Maybe somewhere else in the meantime. I think we should make another one, another stone guy up here somewhere, but I think the mason has priority, otherwise everything will fall apart. We're still missing 1 stone. Do any of you have a stone for me? Who has a stone for me? Please, a kind soul, a stone for me, then I can build. Guys, give me a stone. Who has a stone for me? A stone, please. There it is. Thanks to the unknown donor. A masonry workshop. It also costs 10 gold. Oh, look, it has a radius for all buildings. Then we'll build it here at the edge, like this. Here, like this. Cool. And in front, there's a fire and we don't have a well nearby, and that's stupid. I only had a small well. Do wells actually need workers there? No. Let's put a well right next to it. We'll be building an aqueduct later anyway. We'll need stones again. It's unbelievable. I hope this will be repaired soon. There's the mason, yes. They're fixing it as they run around. Yes, actually, they're really hardworking and help a lot. Top notch. 3 people work there. So, and now? Had already built the pottery workshop. Yes, once life, once pottery. Now we would slowly start producing pottery. Per year 44, per year 8 lives, 8 something. Is that enough for, is there a statistics screen that you can access? Yeah, to check, do they have a statistics screen? Grapes, apples, fish, wheat. Clay pots in a year, the statistics show. I find it hard to imagine that one is enough. Then there will be no more unemployed people. Ah, look, people are getting their first clay pots. The first repairs are underway too. That's the mason, looks good. I think we have it partly under control. Satisfaction is relatively high at 53.56. That's okay. Health is good. People don't have any fish. That slightly lowers their health. You need fish or pork. Try saying pork isn't healthy. In ancient Rome, it led to people being healthier. Building integrity is fine too. That's okay, it's going pretty well. So now the question is, what do we do next? What do people need next? First, we need more people living here. Contentment, no more warning signs. Wine would be cool? Also increases health and fish. Let's see where we can build a fishery. That's 5 out of 5 people who came. They stay permanently for the quota. Great guys, we made the leap. The gods remain somewhat dissatisfied. We need to build 1 or 2 more temples. But there are worse things. Let's see where we were. We have the fish farm, or catch the fish. The pig herder is back here. The winery is up front. Where's the fishing spot? The theatre still isn't built. We can build aqueducts up here in front later. For bathhouses and other things, we could build a fire station. Oh, wages, a one-time payment of 27 gold or permanent. Fire stations put out fires 3 times faster. Do you still want to leave it? 30 people live in a medium insula. Prefer access to water towers via aqueducts. Do we still need to build? Where's the fishing? Is the fisherman's hut left of center? That's what chat says. Up there is the hut. We need 15 stones, but we only have 34 wood and 11 stones. 4 people have nothing to do. I'm leaning towards building a second quarry. Right next to it. All the builders are running over. They're only paying for a few more citizens. Everything's fine with the gods. Yes, we'll take our first main task. Could we make an offering to Ceres? Do we have 35 wheat? No, we have 0. Guys, do we have too little overall now? Will people go hungry soon? We have 9 wheat fields. Are the houses full of wheat? Yes, it's spring. Okay, there was no production in winter. The houses are full. Yes. That's already good. Three people have nothing to do. How full is our warehouse? A grape, no grain? Should we build more fields? Why are we feeding more locals? Maybe more people will come once we've built the fisherman's hut. We can build the fisherman's hut now. It has to be built by the water. But apparently on the coast, not by the river. And we need a fish resource near a fishing area. Where is one? There's one on the left. Oh, is that far away? Oh la la, oh la. It's almost worth building your own village there. That was intense, guys. Those aren't exactly short distances. Next, we'll build a small structure beside the well, right in the middle. Okay. Should do that. We're not building a road. Bad fish catches, average good. Then let's go over here. A house next to it, please. Oh. No temple in honor of Neptune, right? We could place it nearby. And he complains. They say there's still fish in the north. But that's just as far away. I don't think that matters much. By the way, that's as far as I could search or scroll out no further. We'll do plantations later, but first let's take care of fish here. And I'll place a building next to it, a house. That's where immigrant ships will arrive. A hut for 5 people, that should be enough. Let's place... oh, it doesn't work. Extend roads to be able to build here. Oh, that needs an endless amount of wood. We're not doing that. We only have 17 wood and building roads costs wood here. We can't afford it. The distance is too long. Alternatively, instead of the fisherman's hut, we could provide pigs, because people don't need both. You know what? We'll skip the fish and go for pigs instead. We'll go for pigs. That's a bit more complicated because first we have to unlock it. The apple trees, we have 11 points, then the large food storage, and then the swine herd. I always started with the apple trees. Yeah, but we're already stuck. And we're growing grain for a sacrifice. Let's build a few more grain fields over here. Medium soil fertility. Where do we have high? Up here in front, that's high, that's medium, so let's do it right here. That's already the high fertility spot. Yeah, already. A pig like that takes a while, but this huge distance, that's just too frustrating for fishing. Snowfall. Gods are making themselves known. Population of 90, did we make it? 5 favor from Jupiter, next step up to 130. Ceres would still like her offering. We are far from sacrifices and charcoal offerings, especially at the beginning of winter. We have 22 charcoal stone production has picked up since we got the second quarry. I think it would be wise to have another woodcutter. What's burning here? The charcoal kilns are burning. And we don't have a well nearby. I talked about building one. I wanted to put one here. We'll do it sometime. It'll come a bit later, but it comes from the heart. Gods are intrusive, indeed. We have beautiful winter effects. We'll need to build another house soon. Yeah, we should build a house now. We just got a lot of new people who live here. We're building new houses here. See you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, is that Vulcan again? Is that Ares? I feel my rage, that's Vulcan. But we built a temple for him. Zach Homer. 14 people settled here with us last year. That's very nice. A new house is being built there. One has nothing to do. Satisfaction is now at 60, higher than ever before in this game. A real success. Things are going really, really well. I'd call that extremely positive. Awesome. A small village let a village grow. The game is kind of loving us right now, you know? There's an exclamation mark above. Now they'd like their theatre, okay? Small theatre, oh that's possible, but we should have placed it more in the center. You can put it like this and move it a little further to the left around it. Like this. You can do that or connect it to the road, put it up here in the front. Looks fancy. That's where our theatre is. Wonderful. That's right, we worked hard for that. Belibus likes success. We pulled a lot of tricks, and in the end, it worked out. For those who joined a bit later, just as a note, we're playing on a relatively moderate difficulty level, so we're not cheating. That's not the case. We've disabled invasions, and we've disabled, yes, exactly, we've disabled those. The punishments from the gods are a bit less severe, but the food demands and other needs of the citizens are standard for us. That's where our theatre is. Here the new insula is burning. We have a well here in the middle. That should actually be enough. There is the theatre. Not yet fully staffed. We don't have enough employees here. I'll ask the artists. A priority? We're missing 3 employees. A bit further up, or should we move someone down? What do the masons do again? Repair things? They could be temporarily out, that wouldn't be so bad. I'll put them at the bottom. I move a driver up, I'd always like to have money. Temple staff too. Artists. Move them up a bit. Now we have enough people again. Now there are enough citizens again. Our theatre is finished. That's how it looks. It's completely empty. There are no people sitting in the seats at all. 36 gold per year. Oh la la, not just once, we have to get that in as well. 7 workers increase satisfaction by up to 5. In the nearby area, we should also build some larger residential houses here. How about unlocking this here? The medium insulas. Should I place one here? They were 30 gold on Contemp. Ah, then they'll need aqueducts soon. Then we'll need to plan everything again for that. But that's just how it is once it's here. This is where the rich and distinguished come. Directly across from the theatre, there's a fire in front again, but thankfully it's by the well. And money is coming in again.